What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Opera Anna. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna. I am an opera singer, and I am here on Christmas to opera up your life with a brand new aria explained. I hope you're having a lovely Christmas Sunday so far, and you chose to spend it with me, operating up your life. That's so sweet. So for those of you who are new around here, in Aria Explained, I take your favorite arias from your favorite operas, and I explain what is going on so that you can understand them better. I break it down, I lead you through. Don't worry, I don't bite. I'm not a soprano, but I will bite if you don't like and subscribe to the channel. We'll just consider it like your Christmas present to me, okay? Today's aria needs no introduction because everyone and their mother has seen it everywhere. Obviously, it's Nessun Dorma because you saw it in the title, and that's why you clicked on this video, so thank you. Yes, it is called Nessun Dorma, not that song Pavarotti sings. Yes? Everyone's reacting to it. It's being played in the background of movies, even full videos dedicated to the opera title's pronunciation because it is a very, very fiery ongoing debate.
Is that Turandot or Turandot?
It's ridiculous, okay? And whenever I hear it, I'm just like, oh my God, again? Must we? Just kidding. I love the aria. I love the opera. And before I take up any more of your Christmas Sunday, let's talk Turandot. So to start off, we're going to go back to the beginning of the opera because when we get to Nessun Dorma, we're already like 60% of the way through, 75, something like that. So a little background information. The Princess Turandot, with a T, reigns with an iron fist. She has a policy, shall we say, that any suitor who wishes to marry her must first answer correctly 3 riddles. Seems, like a good screening process, but should they get any of them wrong, they will be put to death.
Don't be shocked. You're shocked?
As the opera opens, her latest suitor, the Prince of Persia, is being put to death at the next moonrise. So there's a crowd gathering outside the palace as an official reminds everyone of this law. And as all this hustle and bustle is going on, this old man falls to the ground. The old man is recognized by Prince Caliph of Tartary, and I hope I say that right, a kingdom that had recently been overthrown. It turns out that the old man is Prince Caliph's own father, the former king of Tartary. He's here in the city and hasn't seen his son in years. I'm guessing years. It's not really, I didn't scour the libretto for this time because it seemed relatively unimportant, but it's been a long time. The deposed king of Tartary is accompanied by his only remaining servant, Liu, who also has a gorgeous aria, but we're not looking at that one today. Okay? The Princess Turandot comes out, and when the Prince of Tartary sees her, when Prince Caliph sees Princess Turandot, he immediately falls in love with her. Supposedly bewitched by her beauty, which is probably also the only reason that lines of men are arriving to risk their lives for her. I mean, there's literally just their heads on stakes outside the city walls to warn them as they're coming in. And yet there are not enough princesses around. Is this a pandemic that's going around? Ooh, I said the P word. So despite everyone being like, dude, what the f***? The Prince of Tartary runs up. Can anyone else just only think of tartar sauce when I say Tartary?
Oh, tartar sauce.
Is it how I'm saying it? Is it wrong? It sounds wrong. So despite everyone trying to stop him, the Prince of Tartary runs up and bangs the gong 3 times to indicate that a new suitor has come. Fiend. No. So that's the end of Act 1. Act 2, we find out why Princess Turandot is such a raging bitch. So here we go. Story within a story. Here we go. Those are always fun, right? It's Inception.
Alrighty then.
Her ancestor, Luciano, used to reign over the kingdom, refusing all men, just all of them, until, trigger warning, and I mean that seriously, she was raped and murdered by an invading foreign prince. Luciano now lives, figuratively, I would assume, within Turandot, enacting her revenge in determined, sworn even, to never ever be married. At the end of Act 2, though, is where it gets really juicy. Cherry on top of the cake, the topping on the Christmas tree, if you will. The princess presents her 3 riddles to Prince Caliph. More complicated than this, but in essence, what is born each night and dies with the dawn? What flickers red and warm like a flame, but is not fire? What is ice which gives you fire, and which your fire freezes still more? I am not going to tell you the answers to these riddles, because then you'll want to go see the opera more. Hey, see what I did there?
I love what I'm being shady.
So Prince Caliph answers all of the riddles correctly. Yay! Great, right? Amazing. Fixed. Yeah, no, that doesn't happen. It's not really great for Turandot with a T. Turandot is so clearly distraught, like just that the prince offers his own riddle. Genius.
Well. How the turntables.
If the princess can tell him his name before the dawn comes, he will consent to being put to death. Now, hot take, and I don't know about you, but I find this insanely selfish because the only 2 people, well, 3, I guess, but obviously he's not going to tell them, but the only 2 other people in the city who know his name are his father and B, the only person to have remained loyal to his father. So if I were them, I'd be like, yo, what the hell, man? Now we gotta hide out until the morning or else you die. But actually that doesn't work either because Princess Turandot has decided that everyone will die if the prince's name is not discovered. Done. No, I'm done. Who wrote this? This little situation does have one upside though, as everyone is rushing around trying to figure out who this guy is, what is his name, and just general chaos ensues. Prince Caliph sings our aria for today, Nessun Dorma. And finally, you know what it means. Nobody will sleep. Or really nobody sleeps, but it's just, the translation's a little bit more poetic, I guess. So we have a little asterisk on today's Aria Explained because normally I try to find staged productions. But really the most famous recording of Pavarotti singing this aria is not staged. And I think it's only fitting that we choose Pavarotti for this one because he looks really good on a thumbnail,
I think so.
And otherwise you'd be like, but what about Pavarotti? Then we have to have a recording from a movie, which is what we did today. So just ignore the weird lady staring back at Pavarotti as he sings. But Domingo, Bjorling, Corelli are also mwah. And you should absolutely check them out. They are linked in the description box. Nessun Dorma. Nobody sleeps. Pavarotti. Go. Oh, I'm excited already. So again, it's a movie. Chorus in the background, looking around. Who's this guy? We gotta find him. Chaos. Yeah, ignore her. Just no.
Nessun dorma, nessun dorma.
That octave jump, as if he's like trying to shush himself. Shush himself. Yes. The first words. Nessun dorma. Nessun dorma.
Tu pure, principessa, nella tua fredda stanza.
Look at that set, y'all.
Guardi le stelle che tremano d'amore e di speranza.
The next words, not even you, princess, will sleep. I think especially not her. She's really close to having to do the one thing that she always swore she would never, ever do. Godspeed, princess. So he says, guardi le stelle che tremano d'amore e di speranza. You watch the stars that tremble with love and hope. Feels a little bit like shade because the answer to the first riddle was hope. Oh, damn. Now I told you the answer. Crap. He even drops the octave again as if he wants to say it under his breath.
Mare mio mistero è chiuso in me. Il nome mio nessuno saprà. No. Sulla tua bocca dirò.
The famous Pavarotti sound. Okay. All right, so ma, which means but. Ma il mio mistero è chiuso in me. Caliph comes in with the big but, which any vocal coach will tell you is insanely important because it shows conflict in the aria, right? It's the entire reason we're singing. Huh? He swears to Princess Turandot, I'm assuming to her, that she will not know his name ever until the light shines again, and it means that he has won her. Fun fact, this opera premiered 2 years after Puccini died in 1924, leaving it unfinito. A man by the name of Franco Alfano completed it in 1926, after which it was premiered at La Scala. This aria, and the reason you've heard it 8 million times but have never heard of the opera, became famous when Pavarotti sang it at the 1990 FIFA World Cup. The aria has been a crowd favorite ever since then, with crossover performances of it being done, including Aretha Franklin at the 1998 Grammys when Pavarotti got sick at the last minute.
Nessun Dorma.
I mean, I need to do a full video about these crossover versions, but y'all, Franklin is amazing. Those eyebrows, I can't. Notice how the sound just never gets interrupted. It's just a constant stream of just... All right, so as cringeworthy as this seems with this woman, let's put it into context. So he says, and my kiss will dissolve the silence that makes you mine. I gotta say, it's a weird phenomenon that happens when someone who is super talented is just in their element and like just doing the damn thing. It's weirdly attractive. I have talked about it with people. It's not me. And I'm not saying I'm attracted to the Pavs right now, but I'm attracted to the Pavs right now. How can you not melt with this voice as he's locked eyes with you, singing about melting the silence between you with his kiss? Girl, forzate. Okay, chorus comes in repeating more or less what he said. We won't find out his name. If there's one thing I'm famous for on this channel, it's not letting us get to the climax without interrupting it. The ability that Pavarotti has to equalize all of his vowels is just, and by equalizing his vowels, I mean that all of his vowels have the exact same fullness, the exact same resonance of his full goddamn voice. And yet you can still tell exactly what vowel he is singing. Basically, what is opera singing 101? From the bottom to the top, especially to the top. That shit is hard. We are not worthy. Just the sheer power of his voice. the ability of it to just hit you straight in the guts as soon as the first note hits your ears. That third formant is crazy. Do you hear how the sound just continuously streams? Pure perfection. Oh my god, it's coming. Oh my god. Bravo, Pavarotti. Bravo. Ancora. Oh my god. Pavarotti makes me so happy. I can't deal with it. Oh, he holds that final A out so long, the very last note. It's just ungodly. And the funny thing about this aria is there is no fermata written on that note. In the score, it's an unassuming 16th note that when sung correctly would just sound like Vincero. Obviously, we're not gonna do that. Maybe it's really poor performance practice how everyone holds it out. But if holding out that B is wrong, baby, I don't want to be right. Thank you so much for joining me on the vlog today to opera up your life looking at Nessun Dorma sung by Pavarotti. It was a pleasure to be able to watch this with you, and I hope you learned something. Truly, I do. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comments which aria you'd like to see next on Aria Explained. As always, I've linked to some other tenors in the description box who sing the crap out of this aria. If you need to do any belated Christmas shopping for the opera lover in your life, why not check out Sing Pretty Designs. All of her opera merchandise is 15% off with the code OPERAUP. And if you can spare some change, consider buying me a coffee via the link in the description box. Your support is greatly, greatly appreciated. Thank you for joining me on the vlog today. Have a wonderful Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. I hope it's merry. I will see you next time. Addio.